Take your awareness to your breathing. Take your awareness to your posture. And spend a few moments. What are you struggling with? What do you wrestle with? What is it keeping you from being at peace? Is it your discomfort in your body? Is it someone that you don't like in your life? Is it your own ignorance? Is it the emotions that you avoid? Is it the thoughts that never stop and won't get out of the way? What do you struggle with? What do you wrestle with? Just dwell on that for a little bit while you sit and listen to your breathing and listen to your posture. What do you struggle with? Make it a complete picture. So if you've got the story, you've got the image, you've got the feeling, fill in the other stuff. If it's a feeling, what's the story behind it? If it's a story, what are the feelings? What emotions come up for you? Do you struggle with loneliness? Do you struggle with fear of failure? Do you struggle with your family? Do you struggle with making your dreams come true? Whatever it may be, just take a few moments to really be with all of it, not just the label, but the emotions, the feelings, the thoughts, the stories, the body sensations associated with the struggle. Maybe give it a little more depth and width, cause and effects. Some further explanation. Now take one piece of it. Let's take just the story itself, just the object, whether it's a person or a value or a dream, just the object. Spend a few moments realizing, recognizing, working out for yourself that it's going to die, it's going to change, it's going to go away. You can almost watch it dissolve, work it through its timeline in your mind. What will happen to it when it dissolves, when it disappears completely? Now try and add another little piece of your story. Maybe it's the feelings or the emotions. What emotions are there that were around this story? And realize that the emotions are temporary. Even if you have them all the time, they're temporary. The emotions associated with the struggle you're working with. Take some time, some breaths to realize they're temporary. Maybe the thoughts about your relationship to the struggle, how your body, mind relates to the struggle, the difficulty. And realize that those are disappearing and will someday disappear completely. Take the whole thing now, the whole story. And at first, view it from behind your head, like you were looking out the way you normally look out into life. View it right here. Feel how it's a struggle. You're going to have to go back to it. Your body, your sensations, your thoughts are dealing with the struggle. Right here in the first person. Very slowly, take your time with it. Just put yourself 100 yards above yourself. Just look at the scenario, this struggle that you're having, whatever it is. Look at it from 100 yards in the sky. If you can't get up to 100 yards, maybe just try 10 feet. 10 feet up in the air. Would it feel any different? Now maybe 100 yards. You have more perspective as you go up higher. You can see wider, you can see farther than the struggle. If you want, you can look into the past, not just wider, but deeper, where the struggle came from. Put yourself even further away now, even higher up in the sky somewhere, way up in the sky, looking down on you and the conflict, the difficulty you're in. Does it feel different? What feelings are there when you experience your difficulty from way up in the sky? Now go into outer space. Nothing around you but blackness, empty space, where you can look down. You can see the point in the earth where your problem, your struggle, your difficulty is still happening. You're just viewing it from outer space. What's it feel like? What's your problem feel like? And the feelings that you have when you're further away from it, take a moment and ask yourself, are they just as valid as the feelings you had when you were right up next to it on the ground? Are they any more or less real? and why? They're both associated with the story. They're both your relationship to it. And they both can come and go. Now you're going to go very far out, as far out into outer space as you can go, which is the same as going as deep into your mind as you can go, until you can't see the story anymore. You can't see anything but the emptiness of space inside your mind. And your story, your struggle, your difficulty was so far away, you couldn't even see it anymore. Like it was never really there to begin with. Just go, surf. So you surf farther and farther away. Realize you're the only one holding on to that story. What do you look like? All the way out in outer space? Or all the way deep in the inner space of your mind? What do you look like? You didn't take your body there. You didn't take your feelings there. If you dressed yourself up as something, take it off. Some version of yourself, just take it off. What's back there in the depths of your inner space? What do you look like? What do you look like without any story, without any struggles, without any difficulties? Take off the clothes. Take off the suit. Take off your features, your characteristics. What do you look like? How's it feel to be nothing? This isn't a trick. Let's compare it to not a struggle, not a difficulty. Let's compare it to something wonderful in your life, something beautiful. So now call up a story, call up the relationship and the emotions around this story. A story of something wonderful in your life, something beautiful. Feel it, become it, get up real close to it. Just hold the story in your mind and hold the best part of it, the best feeling, best emotion you can have. And go 10 feet above it now. Look at it from 10 feet up. What's different? What's the same? You're looking at your body down on the ground. You didn't take your body with you. You're looking at it from 10 feet up. Go 100 yards above. Watch this story from 100 yards in the air. What's different? What's the same? Go up into the sky, far away from it, but in the sky, you can still see it. What's different? What's the same? When you look at this wonderful, beautiful experience, a story from up in the sky, up in the clouds. How about outer space? Outer space looking down at the point on the earth where this story is happening. What's it look like? What's the same? What's different? Now go so far into outer space you can't even see the earth, you can't even see where this story is happening anymore. So far into outer space, or so far into the inner space of your mind, you can't even see it. Maybe you're even starting to forget about it. Can't even feel it, so far away. Can't relate to it at all. What's different? What do you lose? What do you gain? What's the same? What do you look like out there, or deep in there? What are you without that story? What's left? Take even away the feelings and the emotions and the thoughts associated with that story, everything that has to do with that story. Take it away. Take the clothes off. What's left? What are you? What do you look like? Keep witnessing. Keep being aware. What are you? What do you look like? Without any relationship. Without any relationship to those stories. Now slowly start to add back the struggles, the wonderful things. Slowly start to add back this experience right now, this life story, current. As you add these things back, notice what is still present, which hasn't gone away at all. Notice what stays, even as we add all these new relationships, attributes, images, and story. What is still here? For the last bit of the practice, if you found something, you found the nothing that has stayed the same through all the scenarios, all the moments, try to take it away. Try to get rid of it. Try to zoom it out of the picture. Try to disappear it somehow. And if you can't, you found the self. Because it cannot be gotten rid of. It's eternal. Always. And it doesn't move.